Okay, well, this is my J2 commentary. Hey, Axis and Allies players, this is the Good Captain, and, well, I'm gonna discuss real quick what happened, what I did, and, the results, and what were the odds of these results. I'm not gonna go through every detail of my turn. I occupied the Soviet Far East, I occupied 3 territories in China, I occupied French Madagascar. The points of interest here are the 3 battles: India, Philippines, and can't see it here. There we kind of get them all 3 in frame. And Australia. Okay? Now, the way I like to run things when I attack, and thankfully I had the luxury to do so, was to ensure that really all the Allied units would go down in one round of combat. And there's a little bit of an exception in this combat phase, but that was the intent, and so I worked to sort of make that happen. And just really this was the right answer. Like, every piece, once I kind of played around with the pieces for a while and realized, the main strength of the Japanese is their transport fleet, which means flexibility, how best to maximize this flexibility and mobility, and the range and reach of our Air Force in conjunction with that, and still hit all the Allies, maximize the economic expansion, and balance the economy, the Axis compared to the Allied economy. And yeah, boy, did we accomplish it. But okay, let's just talk about the attacks. I sent 1 infantry against the blocker in India, and I was somewhat critical in my J1 video of that move, but no, now that I actually got to my J2 turn, that was the most harrowing. I feel as the Axis player, there's a poverty of infantries. I know how bizarre that must sound to anybody watching this or my opponents, but you got to be very meticulous and very careful, and unfortunately take some kind of risks like this, in my opinion, if you want to keep the pressure on and maximize your advantages. So I just sent in 1 infantry, and I'm okay if he dies. There's a 33% chance that I'm killed off by the return fire. But what it was 2 fighters and an infantry versus a British infantry. Okay, so that's a 7-point attack. That's definitely, or should be, technically a kill on the first round. Not a guarantee, of course, whenever you're playing with dice, but okay, we play the numbers. We're going to play the numbers because that's the only thing, in my opinion, you really should do. Play the numbers. So the numbers said that would secure us a kill. I'm trying to remove British units from the middle of the map. Seemed like a good way to do it. Okay. 1 Allied unit. Okay, 1 Allied 2 defender. There was 2 more in Australia, and I committed 3 infantry and artillery along with a battleship and a cruiser. So this is a 13-point attack. So this again, it should last 1 round of combat. And it did, okay? Both of these did. India and Australia. Then we get to the Philippines. This is a 11-point attack. So if there's an area where there's going to be like an extra dice to be rolled, it'll be the Philippines. This is not 100%, nothing's 100%, but if you're going by pure statistics, I could miss once, right? And there could be a single American infantry left. So it could be that they end up rolling 3 2 defenders. So how many dice do we expect the Allies to roll? 1 out of here, 2, 3 out of here, 4, 5 out of here, and maybe a 6th dice. So we're likely going to suffer 2 hits. And what ended up happening? I only lost 1 in Australia. And surprisingly, the Americans both survived the first round of combat, but both missed in the first round of combat. So it went into the second round where they were both knocked out, and they both missed again. So they ended up rolling 7 dice and only secured 1 hit. But the reality is, at least on this Japan turn, this was a very safe bet. All these moves were very safe. The only thing that should happen differently is this. Or I lose the guy over here, right? I should have lost another infantry somewhere. I'm just pulling it off the Philippines because of just how the dice went wacky down there. And anyway, yeah, that's kind of I'm only saying it's a bummer because what happened here in Karelia. This was insane. Corporal Clegg attacked with 2 infantry and a fighter. I had 1 infantry defending, and he managed to take down both infantries before he was taken down, or while he was taken down, and the Russians were not able to secure Karelia. In addition to that, the Russians didn't take East Poland either. So I was expecting to lose 3 IPCs off the Germans, but I didn't lose anything, and I wasn't expecting to get, I was kind of not, I was planning to not have India, and now that I got India, yeah, the economic balance is, I've gone above, I just needed to close the gap by about 10, and Piloto made a comment at the end of the video I posted. He said, the Allies need to start putting pressure on the Axis somewhere, and yeah, I'm afraid that's probably true, and it's going to be somewhere over here. And so my biggest fear now, because I'm clearly, I'm ahead now for sure, just the dice, the Russian failure to take Karelia and rolling up on Japan's turn. That's definitely put me, probably a good half step or a full step ahead of my Allied opponents. So we'll see how they react to this. But yeah, no, I've secured the economic parity that I was looking for. I'm not sure what the Brits or Americans can do. I don't want to jinx it, so I probably shouldn't have said what I just said, but the Chinese are off the board. Japan is way up. Germany's almost at parity with the U.S. It is Britain's turn, so they'll get a chance, but USSR and Britain are not the countries they used to be. And Italy will go up here by at least 1 IPC before the end of the round as well. So yeah, I'll save my end of turn recap, of course, after after G3. But anyway, I just wanted to review that here, and yeah, so let's see what they come up with. Thanks for watching this. All the best from the Good Captain, and bye-bye.